All right, good morning, traders. Hold on one second. Let me just fix something here. There we go. Everybody loud and clear. Just do a quick audio. Good to see you, Wendy. Good to see you, Grant, everyone. Good to see you all. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right. Well, today is the first day of the pay period. It is Wednesday, so we finally got that out of the way. Yesterday, shockingly, was actually a pretty good day. Um, Bad sound over there. Hold on a second. Let me see if I got something to fix over here for you. I could probably fix that. There we go. Hopefully that worked. All right, a little better? Does that look a little better? Wobbly stuff. Nope. Choppy. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can fix something here. All right. So anyway, good to see you all back. Let me tell you, Tuesday was actually a pretty good day. We had a lot of good moving stocks in there. For the last day of the pay period, it wasn't really, it wasn't that great. Regarding about in the morning. I mean, other than this one stock that we have run up, we're going to talk about it and look about it, and then we'll go through some of the watch list. There are a couple of things. Listen, I'm not a really big fan of trading on a Monday when it comes to, on the first day of the pay period, because people starting to get into rolling. The market down is down 76 points. You saw what happened with the Dow yesterday. We had a big rally up and a big rally down. So I would be a little cautious about what's going on this morning. I didn't see that much out there, but I'm gonna go. But yesterday, let's talk about that. I mean, first of all, just looking at some of the stocks, you had this ONCS that had a really nice little pop early this morning, but you pretty much died. There's a couple of them out there we're going to focus on. There was a stock at HLDX that had a nice early move at 7 a.m. Cheap little stock. But the big one I want to talk about is I want to cover yesterday first, and then we'll talk about what happened yet, what's going on this morning. So anyway, the stock was a really cool stock. This one just literally just took off. Look at this thing. It just literally went from $1.40 in pre-market up until 9:30, went to $4. Unbelievable run. If you were here early in the pre-market, just this one trade right here, you should have been done for the day. Okay, that alone. And you could go through the watch list. You could go through the alerts. And I know a lot of you here are connected to our Twitter. Some of you logged in, was streaming live on there and our YouTube. But that was probably our best trade of the month of pre-markets. Another stock that moved pretty well was the BDS. You could see this one also came right out of the gate at $1.80 and just went all the way up to $2.80. That stock, I really like that stock. I thought that was one of the better ones out of them all. That stock back in the beginning of last year was in the $14 range. You got this big crush from 8, went all the way down to these big support levels. Another very nice little cheap stock. Boyle, a little bit everywhere. Remember, Boyle is a little bit more of a swing trade. She looked pretty good early in the mornings, but now she's starting to back off. She did good in the afternoon. She ran from that $6 all the way to 6.70. Not a huge winner. AMC was a nice short yesterday after these big rallies that were going on. Uh, we already spoke about PBS, and we already know. Oh, Hims. Hims was also really a really nice stock. So Hims was funny in the trading room. We were talking about it. One of the baseball players, I think one of you guys were telling me about it, that owns it. But that one actually moved really, really well. Hims just literally right here, just right out of the gate. You could see it how it just literally went all the way up to a price around 11.70. And that thing just literally just had a great run up from a price of 10.30 all the way to about 11.60. So that was probably one of the nicest stocks. I thought that was it was very easy. Did a nice little shake right here, right around 10.90. That was around 9.45, so you had time to jump back in it. So anyway, these are the things that you guys missed yesterday. If you were not here, um, listen, I talk to my students all the time. I tell you, everyone, listen, it happens. We trade stocks. You're gonna miss 90% of them, but this is not like going to be like the last hurrah. They're there every day. And you know what today is, everybody? Today we're doing phase 3. So if you're a student of Cybertrade University, make sure you are registered for that. We got phase 3 that's coming up right after class. And if anyone here wants to know about how to get into the live trading with me personally, in part of our most popular, our last of our cycle of courses, Talk to Education Advisor. But everyone that's a student should have got that log on instructions already. Now, let's talk about, let's forget about the past. Let's turn the page. Let's focus what's going on today. Now, listen, I didn't see that much going on pre-market. All right. What happened? I had my cats in here. They were kicking my pen everywhere. Uh, I have my one cat, Chloe, and all she does is she comes on my desk, and all she's looking for is these. She's looking for these treats, and the only way I can get her out of my desk is I don't know if anyone has cats, but my God, they're like beggars, big beggars. Anyway, so going through some of those stocks on the watch list, looking at the big gainers. There was a stock RETA. I mean, we saw this early. It's a $90 stock. Came out with some great news in the after hours, but we're not trading the stock. You know what I mean? It's up 54 points, up 50%. It's not our cup of tea. This stock had some really good after hours announcements. CNCS. Stock. This is like the the BVS, where it could be like like I like the bottom fish. Bottom fishing is finding stocks that got really crushed and they hit the bottom and they can't go any lower. The only way you can go is up. So sometimes you get something like this that move up. We'll see how that stock opens up. We'll put that on the watch list. Mob, we traded Mob a few times. Some of you remember Mob. It's not my favorite as of looking how the trend is going. And when I'm looking over here on level 4, I'm not completely sold on it. It's got a pretty big buyer. Let me just double check. Let me just show you guys. Let me load up level 4 up here and show you what we got going on here. Gotta get the data. So you got that little buy. Oh, you know what? The guy just canceled. He just pulled his order. You see it right there? He just left. All right. All right. Well, we'll see how that one works out, but that one's going to go on the B list. Another stock that moved up pretty nicely too. It was a little, that was the one we looked at earlier. The BLBX just came down from $1.40, hit $1.20. It's been on a pretty decent uptrend the last couple of days. Stock is like I said, I'm not completely sold on it. My God, this day one of the month is starting to turn out to look pretty ugly right now on the pre-market. This stock we're not going to trade. All right, where are we at? 12%. Yeah, all these stocks are not moving pretty nice. This stock is not that bad. We could throw the LHDX back on our watch list. I think I just said that earlier. Nice little move, nice little trend. It did pretty well yesterday. It went from like 50 cents to $1.20. You know that I'm not a fan of trading stocks under $1. But once they get above $1 and they're trading for a little bit, usually that shows a little bit of some positivity out of it. All right, so big losers. Ouch. Gap fill. Gap fill. Look at that right there. Boom. This thing just filled up a gap right there. All right, looks like 60 cents is the order. Unfortunately, we can't short it. Is that a pharmaceutical stock? No, it's not actually. It's usually they come back. NVAX. Oh, what happened? Nobody wants a COVID shot anymore? This thing got crushed. Crushed. Looks like all those stocks have been Moderna. Look at it. NVAX was a $300 stock. I guess nobody wants to take that drug anymore because they obviously those earnings came out and they did not look good at all. I don't know about a big cat bounce on that, but it looks like it's breaking all-time lows, so I'm not a fan of that. Wow, a lot of stocks getting crushed. IQ came down. All right, anything on the New York Stock Exchange? This thing's up 13%. Looks like it's doing nothing right now, but it did something in the after hours. This is garbage. Not no trend right here, no volatility, no market, nothing in the New York Stock Exchange. Oh, the tulip lady, the Tupper lady. Is that what it is? Yeah, the Tupper lady. Oh, this stock's getting crushed. That was a fun stock to trade. We traded that stock. We did pretty well on that one. And back in August when it went from like 6 to 12 and stuff like that. Looks could be like a short squeeze. Oh, talking about a crush. What happened here? Damn, that thing just came out of nowhere, huh? So we're getting a little bit of bounce on this one. 730, starting to go up. We can get a little dead cat bounce. That long-term chart looks. Damn, that thing was moving up really nice. Got some support levels right around 16. This one's not bad. I like this one. Grant, I'm gonna work on it. I'll fix that when I'll see what the problem is. I'll get that working. All right. But that's about it. I don't really see that much out there. I don't see that much out there. What do you guys anything else out there you guys see? I don't know anybody here on social media. You guys anything else? It's you know what? Today is that month that the first day of the pay period. A lot of companies don't like to come out with news, not a lot of action going on. You got about 5 stocks. Listen, yesterday out of nowhere, I mean, we had a ton of stocks that came out. Hims came out from nowhere, Carvana came out from nowhere, BDS came out from nowhere, so sometimes the list changes once the market opens up. But as of right now, that's what we got working. All right, so listen, don't forget, everybody, we have class that starts today. Phase 3 is the final of the 3 classes. Talk to Education Advisor. You should have got the log-on instructions. I will be seeing in there. We just posted a link in the cyber group room. If you're watching through Facebook Live, listen, we got a couple of great new videos that came out. Also, a couple of training videos. We're live every morning at 9 a.m. and at 2:30. And if you always want to join us, just like us and friend us. And we're happy to come and join our trading room all day and see what it's all about. Because it's not just what happened on the pre-market and get that watch list. It's happening when the market opens up. And no matter where you are in the world, you can always jump into the market, all right, and benefit from these run-ups. Because to me, it's always a buffet. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. As we'll start commentary in the cyber room once the market opens up. Everyone else, we'll see you in class or we'll see you at 2:30. Happy trading, everyone.